In the song, it says, all you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. So I want you to think about this. Faith. Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now what it says is faith is a substance. It's not a definition, it's a description of what it is. And the word substance comes from the Latin root meaning something under you upon which you can stand. A good term is foundation. So faith is something solid that holds everything together. Now, Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, says faith is the perceiving power of our mind linked with the ability to shape substance. So faith is a faculty and a power that can shape substance. Now, most of us think that we don't have faith or we don't have enough faith. Well, I want you to ponder this thought. Just hang in here with me and just think this, that we all have the faculty of faith, and we all have sufficient faith, and we use it every single day in life, period. Because faith doesn't ever cut off, it's always on. So if you say, I wish I had more faith because I'm too fearful. I wish I had more faith because I'm worried too much. You've got the faith, except for you're putting it into worry. You're putting it into fear. It's where you direct it, because faith is live and it's on. It can never be cut off. If you say, I don't have faith, you're putting your faith in the fact that you think you don't have faith. That's where you're putting it. So I'm inviting us now to take a look at something else, and that is to choose how we want to point this powerful thing called faith that links with our ability, and that is linked with our imagination, to change substances and everything that we stand under. It has that ability. Now, give you an example. There was a time in which Jesus was walking on water to his disciples. And as Jesus was walking on the water, Peter looked up out of the boat and said, wow, Jesus, you walking on water. Jesus said, that's right. And Peter said, I want to do that too. Jesus said, come on. Everything that I can do, you can do. And in fact, there will be times you could even do greater things. So Peter, with that, stepped out of the boat, and Peter started walking on water. Let the church say amen. Amen. So what we have then, my beloved brothers and sisters, were two miracles happening. One, Jesus was walking on water, and then Peter. And then Peter did something that we all do a lot. And that is, he was looking at Jesus, and then he stopped looking at Jesus, and he looked down. And at that moment, Peter said, oh my. This is special. And then when he took his eyes off Jesus, he did something. Some people said he lost his faith. He didn't lose his faith. He just directed that powerful thing called faith from Jesus, from God, from the truth of who he is, to the condition and the circumstance, and he became hooked and involved in the condition and the circumstance. So what I'm involving us to do is we take a look at the song called People Get Ready. I'm inviting us now to get ready because change is coming. I'm inviting us now to stand up and get ready for something magnificent because the condition and the situation is ripe for it. But I'm inviting us to don't pay so much attention to the conditions and the circumstances, but pay more attention to God, pay more attention to the truth, and get ready for something magnificent, because once we start focusing more on God than the conditions and the situation, there will be two things that happen. One, we're ready and open for a miracle like Peter. But then there is a magnificent flow of divine ideas that will be ready to transform us. And as our beloved wayshower and teacher and guide, Jesus the Christ, demonstrated over and over again that once you have faith, you can make things happen. Miracles do happen. They didn't happen just 2,000 years ago. They're happening right here and right now. So what I'm saying is everything that we're going through right now, everything that's happening in our life right now. And I assert, even though I don't know your personal stories, even though you haven't shared with me intimately, I assert that everyone in here is going through something. And I assert that you have the power within you and the faith to not only deal with it, not only survive it, but thrive through it, because in this whole scenario of your personal lives, in the whole scenario of this community, in this whole scenario of this church, the condition is ripe for change. That's the reason why the condition is there. It is calling forth our faith in us so that we can grow through it, over and above it. There's something ready to come and be manifested in such a magnificent way, and our faith will take us there. The only thing I'm inviting us to do is say, whoop, whoop, get on board, get on board, get on board.